Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
Setting the world record for the shortest 100 meters sprint time of 9.58 seconds.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the shortest basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Moxie Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on Impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
This is the day the Lord has made. We'll definitely rejoice and be glad in it. Big day for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Since we like to make things difficult for ourselves, we definitely want to hang on to prayer this morning. They'll be playing the Squares of Benin Republic later this evening. The convincing victory will be giving us a chance at the World Cup in 2026. Maybe like 3-4 win, especially if South Africa are unable to draw the sword against Rwanda. It's all to play for, and the question is, can Rwanda do the job for us against South Africa? Just the way Zimbabwe were also the spoilers in the last match day of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers ahead of the World Cup in 2026. USA, Canada, and Mexico. You don't want to tell a Nigerian football fan to take it easy at this point in time. First versus third, and second against fourth. 3 points of Benin Republic, and the Super Eagles sure have the work to do on their end. Earlier this morning, my niece asked me, why are they called the Super Eagles, not just Eagles? And I'm sure that question is stemming from what she's been hearing from people all around, that this is the mathematics season, this is the heartbreak season, this is the headache season, the season of a lot of calculations, guys. But then, they've got a lot to show us. Though, the coach, Eric Sekuchele, and the captain yesterday, William Troost-Ekong, told us emphatically that, look here, we understand the plight of the Nigerian football fans. We know what you guys are looking forward to. And we are promising that we'll do everything to make sure that we serve you the right way. They are trying to get everything under control. Why the Benin's coach, a friend who has now turned into a foe for us, General, is saying, look, there is no friend in the jungle. You hunt, I hunt. We are getting on the pitch of play, and we are making sure that we are getting a win. This is going to be Benin Republic's first World Cup as well. One that they are definitely looking forward to do. On Monday, they trained for 5 hours in Uyo. 5 good hours. Just so you know. The Nigerians will say, we know they play. Yes, they have not come here to play on our soil, and they're looking to get all of the 3 points in this particular game. Look here, this morning, I said we'll do our own bit of making sure that we usher the Super Eagles and also give them the very best of the wishes we can give them. So this morning I'll be a choir master on the show, and I've got a special rendition for them, and I hope that the heavens will hear us and testimonies we are bound after this one. Cause tell me why it's a date with destiny. So we'll be singing. We bring the sacrifice of praise. Really, that is what we've gotten into with the Super Eagles of Nigeria right about now. I'll also be talking about the Kano Pillars and what has now happened. This another installment of our pitch encroachment, pitch invasion, and also abruptly bringing the match day to a close. We saw that happen in the match day 8 of the Nigerian Premier Football League. Their encounter against Shooting Stars Sport Club of Ibadan. That one ended in a 1-1 draw. It's just about 48 hours ago, and the NPFL is already hammering them with a bit of fines, point deduction, goal deduction. But is this going to stop what we've known Kano Pillars to be like? A couple of fans are even of the opinion that maybe they should move the Super Eagles match to Kano. Looks like when Spikes are playing in Kano, they will have sense. At least if they draw one time and the fans in Kano be like, yahala, they enter the field, bro. But it's not funny, really. That's what we're saying in the NPFL in Kano Pillars. Over the last couple of years, they have always been known to be like a menace, especially going to the north to play against a home side. Our other results we'll be sharing with you across the world, our World Cup qualifiers on the show this morning. We'll talk about the European ones as well as Africa. Cape Verde have now become the tiniest and the smallest country in the world to make it to the World Cup just after Iceland in the year 2018. They have a population of 550,000. Imagine they have 30 persons out of 550 going to the World Cup. Tell me how many do they have left in their country? Yes, that's the tale of Cape Verde right now, making sure that they capitalize on the failure of Cameroon yesterday, and they now will be having the advantage of playing at the World Cup. England as well can also qualify if their opponents also fall apart today. Look here, I'm seeing a bit of difference. In Africa, I've been playing qualifier since 2023. The Europeans, they only play 2 games and they are qualified for World Cup, whether you like it or not. Really, that is the tale. This is Sports in Jiffy on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Big day for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, like I mentioned. That's why we'll be looking to dedicate the entirety of this show to the Super Eagles of Nigeria playing in the FIFA World Cup Group C encounter against Benin Republic later today. This evening, I will tell you more about it in the course of the show. Ayodeji Ajiboye is my name, and it's an absolute honor to be your host on the show this morning. This one I will not be riding alone, and my bed will not be flying with one wings. I've got my man from the Gens Village, Siri, who also joins me on the show this morning. Taking a look at the prospect of the Super Eagles of Nigeria in qualifying. We've seen a couple of best losers, best runner-up also play their games yesterday, and maybe or maybe not to be able to get either the automatic spots or the playoff spots. Siri, welcome to the show this morning.
Good morning, AY. Good morning to our listeners at home. It's good to be back here. I think this is the first time I'll be doing this on the morning.
Yeah. You're always an evening person.
An evening person.
So there's always a one time or the first time, really.
Sure, it's good to be back here.
Yep.
And like you said in your intro, it's the day
the Lord has made.
The Lord has made.
You will be glad and rejoice.
Hopefully, at the end of the day, we'll be glad and rejoice. But as you said, prayers have always been up for the Super Eagles. But today is the day we bring out our calculators, and the calculation today is much more deeper than that of a further math.
Yeah.
So let's just hope that the Super Eagles can actually get the job done, get the win first. Let's just get the win. Maybe score 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Then hopefully result in other centers will go our way. So
I'm trying to get into the spirit right now. And the administration that is coming to me is that Super Eagles will win 5-0.
Really?
Yes.
When was the last time the Super Eagles scored 3 goals?
Bro, we've not even scored more than 2 goals in a match in the last couple of years. Well, still talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, let's first and foremost hear from the coach of the team, Eric Sekuchele, at the press side of the game from yesterday.
Yeah, I don't spend too much time looking at other groups. You know, that's for me is not interesting at all. From this qualifications, from the games that I've been part of, it's always been an uphill fight, swimming against the stream. We always believed. I've sat here and I think now 6 times to tell everyone that I believe in us qualifying for the World Cup, and the opportunity has still been there. So we've managed to bring it here, which I think has been a lot of hard work. And yeah, I think we are just going into this last game trying to give our best, and afterwards we're going to have peace with that, you know. So I think all the boys are really focused on putting on the best game possible tomorrow. Playing against Benin is not easy. There's no guarantee. Of course, we're playing against a coach that knows this team very well, worked with for 5 years. So there's so many factors and things that if you spend too much time thinking about all of that, it's going to be a distraction of what we have to do. So we focus on ourselves, like the coach said. A miracle. You know, everything has stayed possible, but the only reason it's been like that is because we've worked for it, you know, so it's not been easy.
Alrighty, the coach of the side and also the captain right there. The captain saying they are believing in a miracle. If the fans are believing in a miracle and the players and the coach are also believing in a miracle, what are we looking forward to in the game today?
The players themselves are believing in a miracle. So what do they want the fans to believe in?
Really? Well, looking forward to the game today. I mean, we've seen other games being played in the group. Lesotho yesterday night defeated Zimbabwe. Worth a game that was between the two sides. But today, I will be seeing the deciders in that particular group of the Super Eagles of Nigeria playing against the Squirrels of Benin Republic. You can hear from there right now. Genero, coach the Super Eagles for 5 good years. He knows the players in and out. He knows the system in and except for a couple of new call-ups that they're not even as much as the ones that were there when he was the coach of the side. See you in your own books. Going into this game this evening, what should we look forward to?
What we should be looking forward to is, with the Super Eagles, we don't even know what to expect. But there's no soft landing for them today. It's either they win or nothing, because this match is actually a make or for the Super Eagles, and especially for most of the players as well, for the likes of Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman. It's going to be a make or for these guys. Two African footballer of the year that won't be playing at the
World Cup.
That's the biggest
I mean, by 2030, when we'll be having the next World Cup,
30,
Victor will be close to 30. Yes.
Ademola also. So that the biggest competition in football, the World Cup. So you don't want to see this caliber of player not even playing in that competition as well. So some players will even give some of the trophy they won in their club side to
get the
make
World Cup.
An appearance
at the World Cup.
So tonight is either a make or for the Super Eagles, get the job done, win and hopefully, and let's hope. But let's do our own part. So that is very important.
Well, in the group yesterday, Lesotho defeated Zimbabwe, and quickly, I'd like to ask you, what would your predictions be ahead of the game tonight? Super Eagles of Nigeria, Benin Republic.
My prediction, as a Nigerian,
no,
I'm wishing them to win, because if you look at the qualifiers, the team doesn't inspire confidence. We've dropped points where we are not supposed to drop points as well. So now we are now rallying them because we are Nigerians, and we are going to support them as well. So we are just showing the support as being patriotic as well. So we are giving them all the support. Hopefully they go onto that pitch in the Uyo this evening, and also get the 3 points, 2 goals or 3 goals. We are good.
The boys feel like they're under pressure. Is it so?
Even the fans are under pressure. Even we, the fans, are under pressure.
The pressure is getting worse.
So talk less about the players themselves. So it's their profession. So they have to. These are the times whereby you tell your employee that you can work under pressure. So let's see if the Eagles can actually cope under this pressure and not crack at this point.
Alrighty, 3 more sports remaining for African team. Because yesterday, Cape Verde also joined the list of the already qualified countries. The North Africans, likes of Tunisia, likes of Algeria, likes of Morocco. We also have Ghana from the West, already made it through to the World Cup. We're definitely looking forward to see which other 3 nations will be joining later today. Big game ahead, and I tell you what, it's definitely going to be a big one right there. Away from that talk right now, still talking football on the show this morning. We come right home to the Nigerian Premier Football League. A couple of matches were played yesterday, especially between Bayelsa United and also Rivers United. And Rivers United once again were dominant against Bayelsa United were dominant against Rivers United, and it's also been said that a new coach is now at the helms of affairs in a big theme in the Nigerian Premier Football. But let's talk about what happened in Kano Pillars and the judgment that the NPFL have now meted out to Kano Pillars. 9 million naira in fine, 3 points deduction, 3 goals are deducted, and they'll be playing a majority of their games away from home this season.
Their next 10 home matches will be away from home. Is it Castina right now? So. And the fine as well, 9.5 million naira fine and 3 point deducted for them. These are the things we don't want.
I'm sure the MPFA are even tired of giving them points deduction. That's why they had to add goals this time around.
I was reading an article since 2009. Kano Pillar has been fined over 40 million naira for this same issue.
For fans eruption.
For fans encroaching on the pitch as well. So sometimes you wonder, are they actually paying this fine, or how do they even pay this fine? Because if they're actually paying it, like, I'm not too sure. If they're actually paying it, maybe they should
not have money again.
At least they would have found a way to curb this situation whereby their fines are always encroaching the pitch whenever the results don't go their way as well. But at this point, they have been banished to Casina. Did they inform the Casina people that they are bringing Kano Pillars to the field, to their side to start playing their own matches as well? And we hope that same thing will happen in Casina as well. But for Kano Pillars, it's such a sad one. These are the things we don't want to see in our football. A league that we are even trying to patch. I mean, imagine seeing this.
Honestly, when I saw the report Sunday evening, I was just checking through and I saw that report. I felt so bad because prior to that day, I think it was a Saturday after my 2-3 on Saturday, we ate together on Saturday while I was leaving. I was having a conversation with someone. I was talking about the Nigerian league, and I was starting investing that look here, our league is now changing, it's developing, things are getting better now. We are seeing more private themes coming, like sponsorship. You can watch it live on your phone and stuff like that. Fine, it's not the big screen on the TV yet, but you can still stream a couple of matches live. And fast forward to Sunday evening, you are hearing that fans are encroaching on the pitch. They are assaulting the referee, a couple of players. Honestly, I felt bad because I'm sure if that person sees that story, it will be like, okay.
Is it the same league this guy
this person is preaching to me? Because I'm taking it upon myself to preach the MPFL to people, because that is the way the league can also grow to the European standard that every one of us is looking forward to. Watch the Italian league, watch the European league, watch the Bundesliga and stuff like that. But if things like this continue to happen, season in, season out, when then are we going to get there?
I don't know. It doesn't speak well of the Nigerian Premier League as well. So
yeah,
maybe those are the helm of affairs need to do something.
Well, I think one thing I appreciated with the whole thing that happened is Ahmed Musa
the switch
response. Yeah, he also came out owning up the fact that he's the general manager of Kano Pillars, and of course, proud to this time. Whenever things like this happen, he's always the first to come out and talk about the league. But now he's there, he's seeing it, he's seeing how it is happening.
He's experiencing it first time.
Yeah, so I like that I also came out, owned up to it, and of course berated the set of fans that had to do that. Fine, some people are saying maybe it's because of what the referee has, but we've seen officiating in England as well. Just 7 match days into the English Premier League, we've seen a couple of foul calls.
Controversial.
I mean, look at Manchester United against Brentford. After the whole game, the PGMO came out to say that was supposed to be a penalty, truly.
So
but they didn't give it out. Did the fans go onto the field to encroach?
They didn't encroach the field as well. These are parts of the thing we see in football as well. So in this part of the world, it will always happen. The one at Kano Pillar won't be the end. There will still be another.
I'm hoping it's the end. Because we only have 30 more match days to go. Let it be the end, please. Let people still go and watch football.
But for the fact that referees are also human, the mistakes will come. But it's not on the fans to now encroach the field because a decision didn't go your team's way as well. So it's actually a bad one for the image of the MPFL as well. And for Ahmed Musa, it's actually good he came out to berate the whole situation as well. So he has always been at the background when all of this happened.
Yes.
Now he's experiencing.
He's on the forefront.
At the front.
Away from that story right now, just 1 week after the suspension of Greg Ikenoba, the management of Bendel Insurance Football Club yesterday announced the appointment of a 2-time MPFL winner Kennedy Buboye. According to the team's director of media and communications, Kende Osagede, he said the appointment followed a mutual agreement between the management of the Benin Arsenals and Buboye for him to take over the club's technical department with immediate effect. Buboye has won the MPFL with Aqua United and also Plateau United in the time past, and hopefully he's going to be doing something good with Bendel Insurance. Once Bendel Insurance is a one-time winner of the Nigerian President Federations Cup at their first time in the MPFL. Still taking more thoughts coming through from the show this morning. From the result of the matches that we played yesterday, Bayelsa United continued their dominance over Niger Delta rivals Rivers United with a hard-fought 2-1 victory in a rescheduled Nigerian Premier Football League match yesterday morning in Port Harcourt. The fixture originally postponed due to heavy rainfall saw the Prosperity Boys extend their bragging rights in the regional derby, securing the second consecutive win at the Adoke Mesiamaka Stadium and only Rivers United's second home defeat in 5 years. Both have been inflicted by Bayelsa United. Looks like they are holding them to ransom right about now. According to after that match now, the MPFL table looks like National United are still at top of the log. 5 games on the bounce. They've not lost. 19 points from 8 matches. Abia Warriors 15 points from 8 matches. Eyimba 13 points from 8 matches. And top of the bottom of the log, Barawa are currently mining coal, mining gold, whatever it is that they are mining. 20th of the log, 7 matches played and 5 points they've been able to garner. Bendel Insurance 6 points after 8 matches. I tell you why they need the service of Kennedy Buboye right there. Hopefully it's able to salvage their season before things go out of hand, and maybe they will find themselves in the NNL come next season. And Kun Khalifat are third from bottom, 8 matches, 8 points. Just make that 1 point from each game. No stress, honestly, no stress for Kun Khalifa tried there, but then they were able to do something great in their last game, defeating Eyimba. We talked about it on Saturday, and they were able to do it. They took Eyimba to the gutters or to the waters and made sure they pipped them 1 goal to nothing.
that was a shocking result. I wasn't expecting that from Kun Khalifa.
I knew you said on Saturday, like whether or not they play right there in Aba, they are still going to lose. But yeah, they did unthinkable.
Proving me wrong as well, and maybe actually taking Enyimba away from Aba is actually a good one.
What works for them?
It works for them as well, because if they have had played that match in Aba, I feel Enyimba would have taken the advantage as well. So good one for Kun Khalifa at this point as well. So hopefully their next home game will be at the Aba Township Stadium, and they can start getting the points on board as well.
All right, away from that, right, let's go through a bit of results from the matches that were played in the CAF qualifiers yesterday, as well as European one. South Sudan played at 0-0 against Togo. Lesotho defeated Zimbabwe 1-0. Cameroon played at 0-0 against Angola. This was a match that gave Cape Verde the chance of making it to the World Cup. Of course, they also won 3-0 against Eswatini. Mauritius played at 0-0 against Libya. Equatorial Guinea drew 1-0 against Liberia. Sao Tome and Principe defeated Malawi 1-0. And Tunisia defeated Namibia 3-0. Later today, we'll be seeing a couple of other matches that we played. Talk about the European qualifiers as well as the African qualifiers. In the World Cup qualifiers for UEFA, Spain will be hosting Bulgaria later today. Turkey will be up against Georgia. Portugal will be hosting Ireland, will be hosting Armenia. Estonia will be hosting Moldova. Italy will be up against Israel. Andorra will be up against Serbia. Lazio will be hosting England in the last game. And for the English team, a good run of form for Thomas Tuchel and also the Three Lions. But then Thomas Tuchel is now charging Marcus Rashford to up his game, or once again miss out from the English side, challenging Rashford to reach his full potential. 2 years back to the Three Lions, and then looks like he's showing the stuff of champions. They got a game in hand today, and if they win this game, they are going to be making it to the World Cup in 2026.
Yeah, they are playing against Latvia today, so you can't bet against the Three Lions of the English team not to
win against Latvia.
And for Rashford getting his color back in the national team, I think the last couple of months he has been in top form as well.
Yeah, I think he's had a bit of contribution, 6 goals and
assists in all competition for Barcelona. So hopefully he can continue this momentum and probably get that call up to the
Three Lions once again. Not just the Three Lions, maybe be present at the World Cup, because that's the dream of every footballer. Definitely. Away from that, right now we're still going through the results of the matches that we played in the Community of African Football for later today. We'll be seeing a couple of interesting matches, the ones that will make you to sit at the tip of your chibi, holding your head in your hands. Congo Democratic Republic will be up against Sudan. Senegal will be up against Mauritania. Nigeria up against Benin Republic at 5 p.m. And there's also the word on the street that the NFF are looking to get the access for them to close the roof against Benin Republic in Uyo today. I don't know, maybe they are trying to do a bit of Ramontanda right there, but it looks like they'll be playing under a closed roof in Uyo.
I don't know.
Do you also see this playing out in favor of the Super Eagles tonight? Why are you laughing? Come on.
I don't know if closing the roof or not. It doesn't affect what is going to happen.
If it didn't day, it didn't day.
If not there, it's not there. So whether the roof is closed or not, what we need is the Eagles showing workings on the pitch today. Let's say in the first 30 minutes, the Super Eagles should be a goal up.
Now basketball.
Or probably by the end of first half. At this point, if the Super Eagles can't get a goal by the end of the first half, it's going to be difficult for the Eagles, because I've listened to Genetro also. The kind of confidence is being
built. But it's been said that 2 of his key players will also be missing out of this game. Yes. 2 of his best players will be missing. So I feel like the Super Eagles can as well capitalize on that fact. Imagine, okay, fine, Ademola Lookman is going to be missing from this game because of his 1-match suspension as well, but we are sure that we have other persons that might play in that position. The only thing for the coach is to tweak the formation and not be an hard head like he has been over the last couple of matches.
I hope it doesn't. So hopefully he can play players in their rightful
position.
Their rightful position at this point as well, because so many players have been playing out of position and it's been affecting the team.
And I'm also of the opinion that maybe he should not start Tolu today. I don't think Tolu is a starter. Maybe he should just bring him in at the end of the day. He could possibly, I'm not saying because Akko scored in the last game, but I think Akko should start alongside Victor.
I also buy that opinion, because Akko brings something different to the team.
And he plays as a support. Tolu wants to play as a top 9.
Tolu and Osimhen are always fighting for that top
9.
So someone has to draw for someone. So I feel Akko should be starting.
All right, other games later tonight. South Africa up against Rwanda. That is definitely going to be the game that will either make Oman and Nigerians hope of going to the World Cup. For South Africa, they are depending on us, and for us, we are depending on South Africa. But then one has to bow for one later tonight. Morocco already qualified, will be hosting Congo later tonight. Sicily is up against Gambia, Gabon up against Burundi, Ivory Coast will be hosting Kenya, Algeria up against Uganda, Guinea up against Botswana, Somalia will be hosting Mozambique, and in the AFC, that's the Asian Football Confederations, you'll be having Qatar up against United Arab Emirates. Saudi Arabia will be hosting Iraq in the last game for today. And don't forget that this weekend, club football is definitely going to be back to viewing, but that's definitely after we maybe or maybe not suffer heartbreak tonight. Someone says something the other day, says, God bless Eritrea, God bless Rwanda. No, God bless Zimbabwe, and God is about to bless Rwanda today as well. So we are hoping that indeed God is going to bless Rwanda. Let's wrap up the show this morning. Cyril, your last shot on the show.
For that blessing to be complete, Nigeria has to get their job done. And also we are praying for the Super Eagles. Hopefully by the end of the day, 7 p.m. today, probably we are either jubilating or lamenting or winning or missing out on the next World Cup. But hopefully as Nigerians, let's just do our job, and hopefully results from other matches, from other centers will go our way as well.
We hope.
And if at all there's a little chance, maybe through the playoffs. So there's this it's actually tedious. The calculation for the playoff as well. So it's actually tedious, and if that's what is going to go by as well, we still need to win our match.
Okay, quickly, let me ask you this one. There's so much to talk about, so much to look into on the show, and of course we are dedicated the show to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Do you think Stanley Nwabali should be dropped? Don't ask me for who.
At this point, I don't think we can drop Stanley Nwabali.
Okay.
The coach just has to talk to Stanley Nwabali. He should keep calm.
And the fans are warning him too. I saw the video when they arrived in Uyo.
Like,
no, do that way.
You try that when you try the last man. So I feel the coach should talk to Stanley Nwabali. He should just keep it calm, keep it simple.
All right.
So it shouldn't be. I understand the pressure is there, but these guys are professionals as well.
And they should be able to handle it. Sports in a Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And that's how much we're taking on the show for today. Don't forget that we serve this package Mondays to Fridays from 10 a.m. down to the flip side of 10. I call it your early morning sports tonic. One place where we get to tiptoe through all of the major stories making around in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sports. We've been able to serve it to you in bits and in pieces. I'll be back here tomorrow morning once again at 10 a.m. down to the flip side of 10. And also in the evening from 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. where we'll be doing 1 hour of banter, 1 hour of reach, 1 hour of views, reviews, and all of the interviews. Stay with us right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Feel good music for you all day, every day. Ayodeji is signing out this morning. Stay sporty, stay active, drink enough water to stay hydrated. Go out there, be the best version of yourself, and don't forget to be kind, because kindness is cool. And if you're in your closet this morning, in your little confines, please pray for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, because don't forget, if you pray for Jerusalem, you also prosper in it. I'll see you when I see you. Do have a blessed and highly favored Tuesday.
From the greens of golf to the court of tennis and